Has he been prepared?
Yes, sir.
You have duplicate apparatus in the car?
Everything is ready, sir.
Fine, Führer. Everything is as you ordered. The truck with the soldiers has been loaded. The gas is ready in its cylinders. You will see your great victory, mein Führer. That I promise you.
Martin! Martin!
Take him to the car.
That's trash.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to...
You fool biting my rhymes.
I'm just priming the pump.
Hey, everybody.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to another episode of That's Cool, That's Trash, the podcast where we watch a psychotronic movie online, then get together on Skype to break down the crazy. I'm Matt Howell.
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Scott.
And I have to speak here in a moment of full disclosure and let you folks know out there that this is our second pass here. We recorded this episode last night talking about the film They Saved Hitler's Brain, and due to a technical glitch or maybe some type of deep operator error, it was not there when I went to check it after we recorded. So we are talking about this film again, and we don't want to lie to you and pretend like it's the first time.
But I think we're doing it in honor of Groundhog's Day. That was yesterday, so it's only fitting that we're re-recording.
I got you, babe.
The funny thing is, I think it feels like it's like the fourth time.
yeah. Just like that.
Did you watch it again?
Like that Foreigner song. Feels like the fourth time.
It feels like the fourth time. Yeah, I did watch it again. I did not.
Okay, so for the benefit of those of you lucky people who didn't see this movie, this film was originally released in 1962. In late '63. A couple weeks before Kennedy was assassinated, and it was called The Madmen of Mandoris. It was 71 minutes, I think. It has limited distribution, and later on, and how much later on is in question. Wikipedia and IMDb say things like 1968 or 1969, and I'm here to tell you it's later than that. And I think the guys agree with me. This is easily 72, 73. We know from extant records that this was not screened on TV until around like 76. So who knows when it was filmed, but it's definitely not 68, 69. There was, and I'm getting ahead of myself, I'm sorry. So some people found this film and wanted to pad it out in order to make it fit a TV movie slot. But they needed an additional 15 minutes of footage. So it's believed that these are UCLA film students who got some cameras and shot 15 minutes of insert footage to just pad this thing out. And the footage is not a match. In look, feel, smell, taste, stank, anything, right?
Not even close.
I mean, that's, in my opinion, that is why this movie is noteworthy. The original film, Madmen of Mandoris, is a B-level, competently made B exploitation, kind of just, like it'd be a double feature, and that would be the first thing on or whatever. Like, it's just this thing about Hitler, and it feels like it was made in the 50s, but it's actually 1963 when it was made. But this insert footage is like a snuff film. Like there's good spy characters and bad spy characters. The bad spy characters look like Ron Jeremy around 1973, I'm assuming.
Yeah.
So it's like some kind of porno spy versus spy, because they wear like black hats and black trench coats.
I think I said it felt like they look like they fell out of the bottom of the porno industry and wound up in this movie.
Yeah.
It's
a lateral move.
Yeah, I don't know if they would make it in porn.
The acting was atrocious. Also, like the henchmen with their accents, like they're trying to be from South America, they're trying to be from Jersey, they're trying to be Nazis. Like I was just completely confused by what they were trying to do here.
Were they doing accents? The guys with the jerry curls?
Yeah, I heard. Yeah,
The Blues Brothers.
Or maybe that was just their. Maybe one was from South America and one was from Jersey. I don't know.
Oh my God, Ron Jeremy and Randy West in The Blues Brothers. Oh, fucking. It's totally like a porno, man. Blues Brothers.
Oh, it's gotta happen now. Oh,
UCLA film students, huh?
That's supposedly.
So is this one of those things where somebody owned this movie and then, as part of that agreement to pad it out, they just needed to extend the length, so they just were like, hey, here's a free project for film students.
The impression I get, Kyle, is that they get it on a dime, basically, and there's a market for it in late night TV, before infomercials. You just filled up 12 o'clock until 3 o'clock with shit like this. But it was too short. So their idea was, well, we can cheaply and quickly just check out a couple cameras from the film school here. I don't know who it was that was in contact with UCLA, but they're just kind of saying we can, it's like when we went to the Art Institute. Like, we can finish this movie.
Yeah, we could have.
We could just go to the cage, check out a couple shotgun mics, a couple cameras, and just boom, bang, bing. This thing will be done.
We're done. Extreme zoom. Extreme zoom. One of us to grow a mustache.
Right. Instantly. Yeah, and just to, again, another recap. I don't want to stress this too much, but I've mentioned this to these guys. You guys are tired of hearing this. A 10-year deficit, a 10-year difference span in shooting times would not be that big of a deal in most time periods. In 1922 to 1932, if you completed, well, that'd be fucking huge. Never mind. That's sound, the advent of sound. 1932 to 1942, you could cover some of that stuff up. 2004 to 2014, you could match that footage decently well. But the 60s were such a turbulent time, full of so much change, that this film was released, again, before the Kennedy assassination, about 6 months before the Beatles invaded America on the Sullivan Show, and the insert footage was shot after Watergate was done. So you can imagine all those things. Have your Bob Dylan montage and your little photo thing of all that stuff that happened between those times. It'd be really tough to make this match. You could do it if you gave a shit, but these people did not give a shit. Beyond getting one or two cars that matched a car from stock footage, they didn't do anything to try and make this match. To the point where it's kind of insulting. I mean, like, Scott Baio on Happy Days. How many people had that fucking hair in the 50s?
Mm-hmm. All of them, according to Happy Days? And MASH?
I mean, everybody has 70s hair. It's just like, you can't just do, a flat top like people actually had back then. I don't know. Just commit to the bit,
I think that it's the funny thing is like everything that was filmed in the 70s. Like, I grew up thinking that's what people from, anywhere from the birth of Christ to 1958. That's how everyone looked. They all had long hair, I didn't know any better.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not entirely sure that Christ didn't have a crew cut. How can we really know? I just think that like all the really like memorable movies of Jesus were done in the 70s.
The best ones were.
Oh,
apparently.
So that's what myrrh is. Myrrh is a hair product.
Yeah. It's for the dry look, Kyle.
Hey guys, sorry there.
Yeah.
My mom keeps freaking calling on Skype.
Put her on the show. I bet she's seen this.
She won't stop.
Message her and say stop.
She doesn't know how to get a message. So
if
you guys want to continue on, okay. I'm going to mute myself.
I'm going to let Kyle talk because I've been babbling.
And I'm going to call her on the phone to let her know that I just can't talk at the moment. So I'm just going to be muted. I'll let you guys just continue on, and I'll just figure out where you are when I get back on.
Just hop in.
Okay, cool.
Matt, you're right. It was kind of insulting to have these two films kind of sliced together in the way that they did it. It was interesting to me because the roles of the two women in this couldn't have been more different. I mean, obviously there was 10 years of time, and there was huge strides for for the way that women were depicted in film and in real life. And, we have this character, Tony Gordon, who is a detective, and they played with that stereotype quite a bit. Lots of sexist humor about her role.
But her standing up to it.
Yeah. And
this isn't a Playboy editorial cartoon with a guy chasing his secretary on the desk. She was saying, "You're a pig," or whatever.
Yeah, it was great.
And I like that. And I like her,
I know you do. And in contrast to what we saw with, I didn't remember her name. I feel like I've said it 100 times in the last episode.
Mrs. Philip Day?
Yes.
In honor of her role in society?
She's completely one-dimensional. She's there to serve her husband. She's, there's really not a lot there.
She does have a drink ready for him when he gets home.
Yeah.
Which, I don't know, does that happen on Mad Men? Did that ever happen in any kind of realistic depiction of this era, or is that just solely in the domain of fantasy, male fantasy?
Yeah, it must be.
Okay.
Oh, we should ask Scott. He can ask his mom.
Kathy Coleman, KC Day. That's what IMDb says. The other Coleman is Suzanne. I'm assuming that's the sister.
That is the sister.
Okay. And Bill Fried played Adolf Hitler. Everybody loves Bill Fried. We all know him from They Saved Hitler's Brain, The Madmen of Mandoras, They Saved Hitler's Brain.
He is one of the best Hitler heads.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah. So, we've been focusing on the disparity between the two time periods. Maybe it'd be a good time now to play the clip that I made that's an A-B comparison of music from the 1962 original film and then some music from the insert footage. And I go back and forth, and you can hear how vastly different these two soundtracks are.
Hello?
Dick, this is Tony. You gotta come quick. You, Phil?
Oh.
Thank heavens. I was afraid it was my husband.
Let's not talk about that guy.
You drink.
You know, Mrs. Day, you have more effect on me than a mere drink.
Good morning. Up here.
I'm looking for 2713 Mills Road, and none of the streets have any names, and none of the houses have any numbers up here.
This is 2713. The number's on the box.
Are you Vic Gilbert?
Yeah.
Tony Gordon?
Oh, he's not here yet, but I'm expecting him any minute.
No, I'm Tony Gordon.
Oh, come on up.
There were a few times where they did really try and match the old footage with the new footage. And I just wanted to call out that it was mostly around long shots of people dialing telephones and listening to other people speak on the telephone.
Mm-hmm. You got that right. There's a love for the medium there. You can't deny.
Maybe it was some kind of like, hey, look at this new invention that we have in 1962 and 1970 something.
Yeah. So, probably my favorite part of the mashup between these two films is when Vic, the American CID, because they can't call them CIA agents. You know, that just doesn't make sense. You can't do that. You get sued. So he's a CID agent. He's running from the porno spies for some reason. And in his car, it's a car chase, and that's where you hear some funky music. And he crashes into a, what did we say that was called? A power
station.
Power station, thank you. Why can't I remember that? It sounds like a prog rock name, like for a band. Have you guys seen Power Station?
Is it a band? Is it like a funk band?
Oh, probably is.
Power Station.
Anyway, when he crashes in there, the footage of the car, which is clearly older just from the film stock, and the footage is shot in the dead of night. So this car crashes into these transformers, and sparks are flying everywhere. And then they cut away to the spies, like kind of jumping out of the car and looking, and whatever, pulling their guns out and like checking up on it. And it's broad daylight, and the whole car chase has been in clearly broad daylight. It's the worst attempt at day for night footage I've ever seen.
They didn't even try.
No, it was people give Ed Wood a lot of shit for Plan 9. I think this was up there. Let's talk about the plot.
Yeah, can you pitch this movie to me? Like, if you wanted me to invest in this movie, how would you pitch this to me?
Mm-hmm. Am I pitching the Madmen of Bandoras, or am I pitching They Saved Hitler's Brain?
Let's do Saved Hitler's Brain.
Okay. Hey, Kyle, I know you love to save money, so here's my plan.
Do I?
No, I okay, there's this film that'll be perfect for late night owl theater, and it's about the Nazis who saved Hitler's brain and kept his. Actually, it's not just his brain. What's your name, Kyle?
Yes.
They kept his whole head alive, and they promised to bring him back to power and fulfill his dream of the Third Reich. So they've taken him to a non-existent South American country, and they have this thing called the G gas. It's kind of like a nerve gas, and they're planning to use it on some people as a show of force, a goodwill gesture against the oncoming onslaught of humanity. I'm not sure about that, but the important thing is there's some Americans down there who are there to save the scientist who has the antidote to it, and let's just say some heroics ensue, and there's some love along the way.
Okay, I'm listening.
And Hitler yells "Schnell, Schnell" or something.
Oh, I'm in.
This all sounds very familiar.
Yeah, I think this is from a movie that you've seen about 6 times.
So, Scott, in your absence, we just played the music montage and then tried to kind of do an elevator pitch to explain the plot in very broad strokes. And
any luck?
Failed miserably, I think.
Damn. I was hoping you could tell me what happened.
I don't.
No, that's not true. I can tell everyone exactly what happened in this movie, and I could not tell them any reason for any of it or what it means.
Do you want to take a shot?
What are you talking about now? Are we just talking about in general?
I just kind of tried to cover the whole thing as a broad synopsis of like
Sure.
a paragraph. Yeah.
Well, the highlights for this movie were Tony Orlando and in the 70s scenes.
Tony Gordon.
Oh, you're talking about the girl that you have a thing
agent.
for.
Yes.
Right. Yes.
I definitely have a thing for her.
Yes, you do.
And I felt I was a little mad when you originally talked about this with me offline, and were saying that she was kind of dowdy and dumpy. Maybe that's my style. I don't know.
She's not the prototypical Well, she's not really a leading lady, I guess. In the 70s, were very broad in their terms of beauty. So,
in the equivalent of this is like the equivalent of a fluffer, whatever this insert acting footage is. It's like being a fluffer.
yeah, but it was interesting. Like this really low quality, and it doesn't matter what you look like, but it's more of a sign of the times. I mean, they really should have tried to find an attractive person, someone who's somewhat attractive that conforms to the, like the norms of what, the 50s, even though it was the 60s film, but it feels like each section is 20 years apart.
Right, because Phil Knight's wife, or I did it again, Phil Day's wife.
Bingo!
Wow,
Sorry, that was Ned Ryerson.
Get away with that.
Am I right?
She looks like Donna Reed or something. She's pretty glamorous.
She is.
Yeah.
I mean, they're exact
the one
opposites.
that Kyle has a thing for?
Yes, I do. I have a thing for her. She brings you the drink. She's
Coy.
very domestic. She's very happy to be on vacation, even though her sister and father were both kidnapped, and
Nazi spies.
They're by Nazi spies, and they're in just all of this turmoil. She just wants to throw stuff in the fountain, throw some coins in the fountain, make some wishes.
Yes, to the point where she almost sounds like she's just got she's mainlining Xanax.
Yeah, she's having a great time. I need that kind of energy.
Yeah,
you know?
let's play that clip of them when they get to Mandoris and they're walking around the courtyard. And do I need to set that up anymore, or is that kind of
I think you
explain
nailed
itself?
it.
Okay.
I wonder if we're still being followed.
Isn't everyone? Oh, look, darling.
She will not be deterred. And I love that she she's having such a great time looking for her missing father and sister that she wants to make a coin wish in the fountain and say, like, hopefully our second honeymoon can be here.
Yeah, in this place.
This place that's so associated with pain and terror and wondering and longing and searching.
Yeah.
You know what, Scott? I do have to disagree with you about Tony a little bit.
Thank you.
Really? I thought that it was really cool of them to just go in a completely different direction and incorporate some more of. Tony is a strong woman who is in a male-dominated role, and she's good enough that her captain at the CID highly recommends her for this position. She's smart. She's strong. She's confident. She's got a kick-ass VW bug, and I enjoy what she does. She kicks ass. She shoots. She
scores.
She dies. She takes one for the team. Even on her deathbed, when you think she's gone, she comes back to save Vic. I don't know. It's powerful, man. Powerful.
Thank you, Kyle.
Well, I just want to say, I was waiting for the punchline. It never came. I know.
Nope.
I was thinking more along the lines of Dave Foley, Kids in the Hall. This woman only deserves the worst. Box of broken glass shoes. Spike through the head. No, she's not that bad. But I'm just saying she's not the prototypical attractive woman. I'm not saying that she's necessarily the most hideous thing in the world or something like that. It's just she does not conform to...
Conformity sucks.
It does. It's my favorite lay. It doesn't conform to what we're looking for in the early footage, but then nobody in the second part of the thing does. And it does conform to the 70s lack of definition of people are confused on what beauty was in the 70s. So.
What do you know?
Dude, okay, here's the big sex stars. Big sex stars. Henry Winkler, Alan Alda, and Telly Savalas. Come on, there's something wrong. Something's very wrong with the 70s. I'm sorry.
Right.
But I think...
What about Farrah Fawcett? Yeah. Shut you up.
Yeah, but that's kind of like that goes the opposite.
About Wonder Woman and her camel toe.
All right, Wonder Woman.
And her camel toe. They go together. It's like Captain America
Still
and
hot.
Bucky.
She's still... Dang.
And I know when Battlestar Galactica was. That's probably the 80s, actually. Never mind. What's her name? Erin Gray. She was all right.
Oh, Erin Gray. That was the 80s. That's that weird thing where I get really confused about from anything made from 1980, 1975, or 1985. That's my 70s.
All right, hey guys, let's get a laser focus going on.
Oh,
so we're in Mandoras, What we got any clips? Oh, I know one. We didn't explain. We're not going to try and explain the plot to you guys, by the way. So sorry if we're just jumping around at random.
Wait, so hold on.
First of all, we've done this show once before. Second of all, it didn't make any goddamn sense the first 3 times we watched it.
So wait, hold on. We're in Mandoras now?
Yeah, but it doesn't matter. Your chronology, Scott, we're in a black hole. Light can't even escape this thing. Let's just roll with it and unravel. Ready?
No, I meant we're physically there.
Yes. So I just want to play one of the clips of a Mandoran accent. In case you don't know, this is from the 1962 footage, and this is a guy who is there to desperately get Phil Day, Dr. Phil Day? Mr. Doctor?
Professor.
Professor Phil Day, to get him to come down to Mandoras and stop this thing. So I just wanted you guys to kind of enjoy this. Again, it's more suited to the 50s, but this kind of portrayal of a Latino accent.
Senor Day! Senor, please, I must speak with you.
What do you want?
Please, come into the car. It is very dangerous for you to be seen with me.
Dangerous?
Please, senor, please, get into the car.
Come on, let's go.
Senor Day, do not make me do this. But it is of the utmost importance that I speak with you. Senor Day, senora, you must forgive my methods. But I have tried desperately to reach Professor Coleman. Now it is too late. They have taken him to my country, Mandora.
Just to be clear, Mandoras is a fictional country in the South America, Central America region, but it's really close to Romania. So if you're in Romania and you want a Lagosian accent, and you just go down about 15 miles to South America, that's where this guy's from.
It's the place with all that beautiful German architecture, right?
Beautiful German architecture.
Yes.
The Nazis felt so comfortable in Mandora because it looked so much like the homeland.
Right.
There's a lot of culture there.
It's pronounced hinterland.
There's another accent I really dug. A lot of stuff happens when they get to Mandoras, and until they get kidnapped by the Nazis and taken to the El Presidente's manor.
Right.
It's just kind of a blur of B-movie macho nonsense. But we get to meet another character there who is a American tycoon who owns some diamond mines down there, and he is kind of thrown in softly with the Nazis because it benefits him financially. And I'd like to hear his accent because he kind of comes off as being like a foghorn, leghorn, Texan, Boston, Chicagoan, Seattleite to me.
We have cells ready to attack. Others have been built in every country,
including the United States. I hope you've been comfortable at your hotel room. Mine stinks. How are you, miss? We haven't had the pleasure formally. Tom Sharon's the name. I've heard a lot of nice things about you.
Mr. Sharon, will you tell us what this is all about and how you fit into this little rat race?
An unfortunate choice of words, Mr. Day. Let's just say I have a certain amount of interest here in the mines in Mesa Blanca. A businessman's interest. Other than that, I'm as much of an outsider as you. In fact, more than an outsider.
I'm an insider.
So, wherever that guy's from.
I just wanted to say that was the weirdest thing is here's another little groundhoggy sort of day thing. I originally watched this movie when we were supposed to record the episode of Abby, the Black Exorcist. And so I've done this many times, seeing this movie. It's kind of freaking me out now. Anyway.
You kind of want Christopher Walken there for a minute.
And
seen this movie many times.
And then, see, I can't do it if I try. But anyway, as I was listening to that little clip of the Oscar Schindler of this movie,
yes,
the war profiteer, he he does turn good at the end, just like Oscar. Anyway, I couldn't help but hear a lot of the narration, the voice for Abby's demon, Urshu or Ishu or whatever the heck it was.
Eshu.
The comparison, like he kind of morphs between Eshu and John Wayne.
He does sound like the guy that did Eshu.
Yeah, it's weird.
I want to thank you for calling your motherfucking father.
That's what I was waiting for. Oh my gosh! I hope you can
stinks.
I hope you can edit in just like a little clip of that. That would be wonderful.
For you, Scott? For you?
I think yes.
Yes. It's coming right now.
I have a few special tips for Sue. And I didn't want to pass up this golden opportunity.
What you mean, Abby? Tips?
Like the facts of life, stupid. All men are not created equal. Better make sure what he's got first. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take old Long George upstairs and fuck the shit out of him. Abby, that's what I'm gonna do.
Now, have you talked about the Volkswagen Bug?
No.
The carbon dating?
No. Do it.
We were trying to decide like when the footage was. What was you already talked about the controversy about when it was filmed?
So there was a controversy going on the IMDb message boards. People arguing about when the insert footage was shot, and somebody weighed in and said, look, this whole 1969 date is bullshit because the taillights on Tony Gordon's Volkswagen Beetle weren't in existence until like 72 or 73, I forget when it was. But that's proof positive that it was, not the 60s.
Yeah, because it looks like it's the late 70s, and the other stuff looks like it's like the early 50s. This is another one of those movies that was like filmed with a time machine somehow. It's just weird. And it's probably like 4 or 5 years apart, 6 years maybe. And it says it's like 4, right? That's what they say, 5?
They say it's 5 years apart.
There's no way.
Or 6.
There's no way.
But it's
impossible.
Yeah.
Or improbable.
It's at least 10.
Yeah. I go with 40.
It might as well be. What else do we have to play? Do we have any more clips we can play?
Yeah, we have this nice little recap. Since we can't possibly explain what the hell happened in this thing. Honestly, I don't really know what happened in this movie. It made so little sense to me. I had such a hard time following it. There was way too many characters and way too many eras wrapped up in this whole thing for me to be able to pay attention.
Right.
But we do have a nice little recap that was provided from Camino so Camino was one of the South American actors. Wait a minute, I got to take that back.
He was Presidente's one of the sons.
Yes, one of the Presidente's sons. The Presidente has 2 sons.
Had.
Oh, yes, good point. Had 2 sons, played by the same actor.
Now, are these the famous Caminos of the Camino Garden, or is it the Diarrhea Garden of El Camino?
What?
Same Camino?
I think that these people sponsored the El Camino Technical Institute.
No,
where the
Diarrhea
doctor.
Garden, no.
What is the Diarrhea Garden?
You know it though.
Of El Camino Real.
Yes.
It's from that Steve Martin book, Kyle, the Cruel Shoes. Why is this coming up?
Oh my God.
Well, I'm going to let Camino recap why Hitler is alive now.
Nothing had been left to chance. All who had participated in the experiment were eliminated. The end came quickly. My brother Theo was severely injured, but he didn't die, and he never forgot what he saw that day in the bunker. As the news grew hopeless and the bomb fell on that bunker, several people were cremated, but not Mr. H. He had already been perpetuated, and the long-planned and easy escape was carried out.
Hitler alive. It's incredible.
I didn't say that, Senora. I said he is not dead.
This is too fantastic to believe.
Must believe me. Please, I need your help.
is like some kind of a bad joke.
In our day, was the dead man in that car a bad joke?
Mi hermano?
This all seems so familiar.
Did we talk about the brother Tios? Is that his name, Tios?
I have no idea. Teo? I don't know.
Teo, that's right.
I think probably.
Teo goes to the States to try and bring the days to South America. God, the plot of this movie is so incredibly difficult to explain. I don't even want to bothering.
Plot is generous also.
Oh my God, this whole thing makes no sense. So there are Nazis in Mandora, South America, and they have a gas called G gas, and there's only one person. There were two people on the planet that had an antidote for G gas, and the Nazis killed one of those people in the opening scene. Then they kidnapped the daughter of the scientist who knew about G gas in an attempt to bring the scientist down to South America. Instead of just kidnapping, instead of just kidnapping him or killing him, they kidnap the daughter. They bring the whole they get the whole family down to South America.
It's like a fucking Knight Rider episode.
I was going to say Airwolf, but yeah.
And Camino's brother goes to the United States to try and...
It is Teo, by the way.
Teo? Okay, yeah. So Teo goes to the United States to try and convince the Day family to come down to South America. I'm assuming he was there to get the professor originally so that he could create an antidote to G-gas. So instead of that, he's trying to convince the entire family to come down. Anyway, the Nazis end up shooting Camino in the car with the Days. And the Days are such terrible people that they pull over.
It's like they're Seinfeld characters. This is inconvenient for us. Can we just
stuff this guy in a phone booth? Somebody will find him. Let's call 911 and just leave the phone dangling. Somebody will come and find this body. These people are they are Seinfeld characters. They're complete sociopaths.
Yep.
They have absolutely no morals, no scruples, but they're part of this like late 50s nuclear happy family.
Yep.
It's really bizarre to me. So we got to make this thing. We should. I think we should remake this. I think it needs some new footage in here to just kind of brighten things up.
Totally, because I really feel the need to revisit this for a 12th time.
And you know what we could do is we could add a couple of scenes where we're dialing on smartphones.
Ooh, yes.
Ooh.
And then having conversations on smartphones. I don't know. I'm just thinking of different ways we could kind of spruce this up. Maybe an electric car. We get a Prius in there.
Sure, yeah. How about some Moby music? And we're dialing on cell phones, and we're telling the agents from the insert footage where the agents from the 62 footage are.
Ooh, I like this. We're like the Watchers.
Yeah, just to kind of make it all fit.
Huh. Maybe we could be the Men in Black to their whole world. We're like a different set of agents.
Yeah, we're like Morpheus.
Oh.
So, Scott, I know you have an affinity for the ending here.
I do. But have we talked about the Volkswagen yet?
How much... God.
Because I think we need to talk about the Volkswagen.
All right.
I'm sorry.
Do
I
the ending.
I do have an affinity for the ending. I like the hand grenades. And I also like Hitler. Wait, hold on.
This movie needed more Hitler. Can we get this out in the open?
Dude, a complete lack of Hitler.
Yeah.
You put the guy's name in the title, I expect more than like 10 minutes of screen time.
Yeah. And it should be the story of Hitler's head, not his brain.
Yeah.
They've got this incredible machine. They could have done some, you could have heard more of his voice coming out of a speaker, and they could have moved some of those dials around. Like they just wasted this whole.
It was a waste.
And the performance by Hitler's head
was awesome.
Is just absolutely awesome. completely believe this guy who's playing Hitler's head was playing it straight, but it is like one of the virtuoso comedic performances I've ever seen in a movie. His expressions are just... It's like they're filming a Kids in the Hall episode during this movie in the 60s. Like, they knew that that's where the footage was going to wind up eventually, and so I assume that I've missed that episode of the Kids in the Hall.
I'm crushing your Hitler head. Crushing your Hitler
But it's
head.
just his face is so expressive and just like calm. Like, just turn the sound off and watch his face, and it's just laugh. It's great. It's very erotic.
There's one shot in the. I'm ignoring that. The one shot in the latter half of the film from the original footage that I really liked. Kyle in the Lost episode kind of talked about how the cinematography for the original film was actually pretty good. There's some nice set pieces, some nice studio, set design. But I really like that scene when they say, "We'll take you." The Nazis say, "We're going to take you to see your captor," or whatever it is, and they take him in this room, and the lights come up on this Art Nouveau swastika, and then the lights come up on Hitler's apparatus and his head. That was rad, I thought.
Ah, yeah.
Did you guys remember that at all?
I did.
Kind of. I remember everything sort of many times. We know one thing I can't believe I don't think we ever touched on was that Carmen Miranda was in the movie.
Where?
It wasn't really. No. It was just
I know what
a
you're talking about. The dance
weird
scene, the song and dance number.
Yeah.
Block that out.
That was in there. Really?
Block that out, yeah.
I think that I think it probably traumatized you. That was probably 3/4 of the movie, though. That was a long scene.
It was a long scene. And, I realized something after after God, this is so fucking confusing. So we meet the president in this movie. There's a couple of times where they're trying to take people to jail, and we meet
the president or El Presidente.
We meet El Presidente, and it turns out that the locals don't want the Nazis there.
What?
And once I learned this, I was kind of looking back, and there's all these scenes, like the dancing scene, where she is trying to help the hero, the Days,
right,
be successful in their mission, because everybody kind of wants these Nazis out of the place.
Sure.
Yep.
Very, very, very poorly executed, but
okay.
They're like, yeah, we thought giving them, amnesty and bringing them here would be a good idea, but
because we love
like
schnapps,
a bunch of Nazis.
But it wasn't worth it.
It wasn't worth saving the Nazis. I just thought it was,
Yeah. Let's put this Hitler head to bed.
Yeah.
The grenades happen. They're trying to take Hitler away into a plane to drop some G gas and kill all these people. And the heroes have followed and are chucking grenades. And Scott, go.
They throw a grenade at Hitler.
Who throws a grenade?
I don't know.
Camino?
This is
there are a
important.
bunch of people. Those grenades. This was like the end was just random grenade throwing, as far as I could tell.
Well,
they
with
blow
Camino,
up a plane. Which, when I say blow up, they literally there's a plane, and then there's a very clear cut, and then there's a cut of a giant poof of smoke. Looks like I'm gonna disappear in my magic act, and then there's a very poorly trashed plane in its place, and then there's a taxi with was it Camino? I don't know, and then not in Hitler's head, and it melts pretty amazingly.
Yeah, that's a good wax head.
It was a good wax head. It's kind of waste of a good wax head.
That was a cool scene. I like.
Can I just say that? I mean, as we've discussed how there's no plot, or it's confusing plot. It's either a really intricate or really non-existent plot. I'm not sure which. It doesn't make any sense.
I like to
either
think
way.
of both.
It is both.
All right, it is both,
and in all the wrong places.
Yep.
In all the wrong places. But I'm pretty sure
every which way but right.
I'm pretty sure the Nazis, if they didn't have Hitler's head in a jar, even though I'm sure he added nothing to their weird plan, they wouldn't have gone through with it.
I don't think so.
Because he's key to the plan.
Well, he's Der Fuhrer. I mean, come on.
Right. But they know that without that head in a jar,
which does nothing.
Which does nothing.
Schnell!
The whole thing is a house of cards.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
don't go tugging at that. General
yeah.
Spades.
Hitler's they kill Hitler's brain, and then that's pretty much it.
And then the little sister marries Camino, right?
Right. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And we're free of this film.
No. Wait. So now what I have to do is watch it again.
No, because if I do, Hitler's head on Samara's body from the ring is going to climb out of my Mac and try and get me.
I'm still not convinced that's not going to happen later. I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing the same thing tomorrow night, guys.
Except with bigger mustaches.
Yeah.
Full-size 70s mustaches.
Kyle, let's break this thing down, man. Is this cool
You
or is this
guys-
trash?
You guys, I love terrible movies. I enjoy bad movies. I can find good things in any terrible movie.
Or person.
Or a person. You're right. I know some total scumbags that I absolutely adore.
Yep.
In this case,
Thank you.
This movie was really, really difficult for me. I had no idea what the fuck was happening in this thing. I would like to. I think I'm going to recut it. I think I'm going to do a re-edit of this
Nice.
movie. Phantom
edit.
Yeah, this is a trash movie. I thought that the cinematography for the Mandora, Mad Men of Mandora was really
Mandoras
was really well done. And there was a couple of scenes that I thought were absolutely beautiful. Other than that, this is just a trash movie, taking two opposite pieces to film decades apart, and cramming this stuff together. Well, yeah, it was a decade, but it really felt like decades to me.
You go on the Scott thing of like round up each way to
just
like 20. You're right. Essentially, it's like 20 years of normal time.
I'm pretty sure it is.
Yeah, so I gotta trash this. Although I would highly recommend this if you like to be bored and you like secret weddings. It's a great movie.
Yeah, and curses apparently.
Needs more Zandor Vorkov.
Scott,
do I need to tell you it's your turn, Scott?
Oh, right. So, have we talked about the Volkswagens yet?
This is Scott's gimmick review.
Seriously, I've seen this too many times. I've talked about it too many times. I'm gonna trash it again.
Okay.
There's I got nothing. I'm out of brain.
Hitler
Trash.
took it all.
It took it all.
Okay, we got a trash, and from me, a trash. This is I like Mad Men of Mandoras, kinda. This is a movie that I would watch if I had insomnia and we're on at 1 o'clock in the morning on TV and nothing else were on. I'd probably be stoked.
Right. It's like watching the ShamWow infomercial.
Yeah, like I would have, get a pillow and get a quilt and be like, oh, I'm going to watch this till I fall asleep. Yay.
I'm going to get abs.
And I'm interested in the train wreck that is the merger of these two decades of footage, But once Tony Gordon's gone, I'm gone, man. This is a zoo. Mm-hmm. It was too hard to follow what's going on. I wasn't having insomnia. I wasn't on the couch. So, piss on it. I say this is trash.
It's official.
It's official. It's officially trash, guys.
Right.
So the antidote, I think Scott is going to serve this up this week.
The antidote has to be Groundhog Day.
Obviously.
Obviously.
Which I believe you can see on Crackle.com for free right now.
Yes, you can.
Yes, you can, yeah.
I love that movie.
It's a great one.
So
Ned Ryerson.
And the great Billy Murray.
Yep. So there you go. Everyone's familiar with it. But being that this is the second to fourth time we've recorded this review, it has to be Groundhog Day. And it was Groundhog Day when we originally attempted to record it before Matt's computer was possessed by Samara, apparently.
Yeah.
So.
Ugh. So, yes, that's a great antidote. In the original episode, the lost episode of this, going off of Kyle's love of some of the cinematography from the Madmen of Mandoris footage, I said I recommended that he check out The Night of the Hunter, starring Robert Mitchum. But I'm going with that Groundhog Day thing. That's good.
Yeah.
It's a good idea. Well, the other thing that we decided in the last episode, I think that we should definitely carry this forward, is that we offer up these movies that are free for the viewing, but like any kind of common cold or deadly virus, you usually catch these things, and you will do anything. You will pay any amount of money to be free from this disease.
Yeah.
So although we want to try and have some free antidotes, we do realize that since you were tortured, it might be best to buy your way out of these.
Yeah.
So in the future, we're gonna throw a movie at you that sometimes you got to pay the fee. You got to get the antibiotics.
Yes, Thank you, Kyle, for pointing that out. Yes, it's definitely the idea is to have it be a freebie, but not everything in life is free, baby. So next up, we have a bit of a change going on. We are going to be doing a full riff, a la Riff Tracks or Mystery Science Theater, of the film Bloody Pit of Horror. It's an Italian film from 1966, I believe. And we'll be offering that through our site and through the Riff Tracks site, hopefully. And we are not sure yet, right, guys, whether or not we're going to be doing another, like an alternative to this during this time. So we're focusing a lot of our energies on doing Bloody Pit of Horror, and we will keep you updated via Twitter and our website, that's cool-trash.com. So you'll know what's going on, but we don't know entirely what's going on yet.
But have we talked about the Volkswagens yet?
Where's the music? I was waiting for Sonny and Cher.
Well, because we need to talk about the Volkswagens.
Talk about the rabbits.
Oh, Lord. Oh, man.
Kyle, did I miss anything?
Thanks, everyone. No.
So, yeah, thanks, everybody, for putting up with us trying to recapture what we did last night, which was not going to happen. If it makes you feel any better, last night was awesome.
Oh, it was the best show we've ever done.
Yeah.
Oh, without a doubt.
I wish you were there. Damn. Yep. But you weren't.
Fuck.
So thank you for being here for this. And keep your eyes and ears open for Bloody Pit of Horror, featuring the three of us riffing on a classic, trashy Italian horror B-movie. For That's Cool, That's Trash, I'm Matt Howell.
I'm Kyle.
And I'm Scott.
And we'll see you later.
Stay trashy.
That's trash.
It's garbage, folks.
Take him to the car.